Hello viewers, today I'm going to briefly explain about a scenario whereby which is useful to those people who are who maybe uh, want to pursue fraud examinations or whatever. Important thing is we are the theft of intellectual property and data stealing of data. See, these are unlike the other instances which we have discussed in my other lessons and all. There is no directly money or cash is involved in it. No stealing of cash or money is directly involved or money laundering. But this is much more serious and much more complicated operation and much more harmful to the company because intellectual property means it is something that is developed over a period of time that is unique to the company, maybe through research or through various their processes or their some specific their goals, plans, and future plans of their future expansion plans or whatever. And so it is some, and it may be if it's a pharma company or something like a research and development divisions, experiments and other things and all, which are all they afterwards take copyrights and patents and copyrights and all this one. So intellectual property theft is something much bigger and we have, and it's very difficult to control or keep a tab on that one, unlike the other monetary thefts and frauds. So this one naturally occurs basically in two ways. One is called competitive intelligence and other is espionage. See, in the competitive intelligence, what we're talking is more or less like a legal means, in the sense that the information that is more or less available publicly, or it can be gathered by through company employees, company competitors, by contacting the vendors, suppliers, or consultants employed by that particular company, or former employees, okay, or industry experts of that particular thing, or reports and financials as are available in the public domain, or government sources relating to that company, registrar of companies, and if it is a listed company, securities of exchange of these companies will keep publishing reports and all that one. Then several online resources, everything you can get nowadays by properly giving your queries. Then then advertisements by that company while hiring people. You will know what they are asking for people, what they want such type of people for. That is about job postings. Okay, our information of a company might be accidentally lost or stolen also. So that is one thing. Then espionage. Espionage is a much larger operation, and it is not a legal thing, and it is for obtaining the same information through illegal ways and means. Okay, like through social engineering and influencing the people or top posts and all or other managers to get information of the company, or planting people called moles. That means they pretend to be employees of the company, but in fact are planted by their rival or a competitor or a fraudster for securing information about the company. Okay, and through social engineering, which we have discussed elsewhere in various other video lessons, by influencing, okay, people, and by physical surveillance and technical surveillance, keeping a tab on the company from a distance, seeing what is happening at over a period, what the company is doing, what they are conducting, and other things, and any seminars or things like that one. And so deeply only concentrating on those aspects of the company. Then, of course, hacking the computers and systems of the company, which is very frequently happening, and data theft is happening. Okay, so recently we have seen, and I posted also in things like that, solar winds hacking. There are so many other things keep on happening. Microsoft Exchange, or several companies and corporates or keep on the hacking happens, data gets lost. Sometimes the information is not fully given to the public, they just hide it, and then whatever is lost, it was the security and all that one. And so then shoulders are fit. Those people who are employed in the company by our malls, so they may be just going out to the next desk or to another department or somewhere, and then just as if just trying to peep into what others are doing uh, when they are working, other person is working, just to say, by way of saying hello to that person. See, normally when in a corporate or in a company people are working, they keep their laptops or thing, desktops open, and they keep on working, and somebody may be coming and coming and pretending as if he's coming casually, but actually maybe just looking into his screen and see what is there. I mean, any relevant information or any secret information or any data that is you can further get more information on that one or pass on what he has seen to the real employers. So many people do not immediately minimize or do think that culture doesn't happen, because everybody thinks, okay, is my colleague in the company, but that colleague has no reason to look into your work and or look into your screen. But normally people do not bother; they leave it open so that other person will see what is happening, even which is none of his business. So, like that information you're doing, that is called shoulder surfing. Okay. Or also just keeping an eye and listening. Even though you are working, you keep your ears open and listen for some gossip or something that may be circulating about the company or anything between other managers or other co-employees or whatever. Okay, then the other phishing and that means tricking the particular employee or somebody and which you have otherwise detailedly gone into this phishing tricks and phishing and all these things. Okay, by for taking out important information, bank account numbers, things like that, we have discussed in different other contexts. So, like that, the thing is, there is a legal way of obtaining a lot of information. There's an illegal way of obtaining a lot of information. The whole intention is much broader, more dangerous to a company, because all that information, which may be mostly secret or only really, not supposed to be brought out to public asset, or never. And so, if that information is leaked out, or then the plans, or the projections, or the procedures, or the experiments that the company is doing, if they are leaked out, that will be a great damage to the company. That will affect its future plans and all that one. So this may be done by rivals or somebody who are discredited against the company or things like that, and where there is no direct theft of money or cash is involved, but more dangerous information loss and data loss by hacking and all that one is a big loss which cannot be retrieved, which you cannot get back. If you lose money, maybe you can again work hard at getting. But if something data and intellectual property, those things are lost, it is lost forever. I mean, you have to again restart and do a different policies, different, different plans and different experiments and all that one or whatever. Because what you are done, that is over a period of time. It is not that it is just done overnight. So it's a very, very important aspect that one should concentrate and study about the frauds that occur involving data theft and intellectual property things. See, the thing is, the red flag means actually it is not very easy, but only thing is if the moles who are employed, if somebody observes that somebody is frequently asking questions or trying to peep or looks suspicious or something, it may be brought to the attention of the management. Other than that, it is quite difficult for to stop this loss of this intellectual property and data theft, because it happens in a very, very secretive and very normal way, that until it blows out in a one day on their face in a news or a newspaper or something, or by way of they getting a letter, we have all this about you. It's very difficult to control that one. Okay, some basic remedies are always there, like clear-cut policies, procedures, and then monitoring, surveillance, CCTV through cameras of anything, and then educating employees that if anybody is caught, it is a serious crime. Making employees aware of social engineering, and so not to get carried away by any such acts. Then through frequent audits at not only financial audit, but other type of audits, technical and other things also, from time to time, to check if there is any leakage or anything, or anybody doing any suspicious things. Then of course video surveillance is the main thing, that it is not simply keeping videos everywhere, that this thing, but once in a way those videos have to be specifically analyzed in depth to see if there is any hint of any person doing any mischievous and unethical activity, that may lead to espionage or bigger thefts. And so it is not a question of simply recording videos by keeping cameras. It is not to frighten the employees. Okay, those who are frightened. If there are 10 employees, only one may be doing that one. And if that is not paid attention to, then the company will face the consequences. Then, of course, always they are learning from the past incidents, and then developing the understanding the security risks, and making proper developments on that one. So, in brief, even from an examination point of view, for all of those who are maybe aspiring to become fraud examiners by writing whatever examinations, because there are quite a few to become a fraud examiner. uh, this is one important aspect and subject matter that has to be paid attention in depth, because I have briefly now in about 12 to 15 minutes explaining, just to guide you, I mean, what is important and what basically involves in that one. But that's not an end in itself. There's a lot to go through into deeply, and you can watch some of my videos, or there are hundreds of other videos on these topics, everything, because books themselves don't enlighten everything. They just everything is only a guiding thing in these professional examinations. You have to develop that skill of understanding much deeper by reading various other books, and also nowadays with the internet and thing one, you have to go deeper by seeing various other videos relating to the subject, these things. But please pay attention to this intellectual and data protector, which is a bigger crime, and also very difficult to detect till it is blown off on the face of the company, unlike a money or cash thefts, which the company can recover and all that one. But whereas with the intellectual properties and the patent, these things are let loose, it will be a big blow to the company, because they have developed over much period of years of much research and much discussions and much planning and all that one. Okay, so with this one, I stop the present topic, and I keep adding more hints on these topics in due course. Thank you very much. All the best.